Shall I begin, Miss Ravina? Yes. Good morning, everyone. I am really privileged to have myself here with school reformers to come up with the topic of Google Gemini education. I would also help you towards a journey that I recently explored about getting my free Gemini certificate and contributing towards how I can include Google Gemini in my teaching and learning journeys. Before we have it, or before we begin with an entire full-fledged sessions, I would love to make it everyone joined this so that I can begin with my introduction as well. If you are using your phone, you can go ahead scanning this QR code, or if you are on your desktop or laptop, just go ahead, put up www.menti.com and enter the code which flashes on your screen. Once you are there with me, I would be able to see, yes, one participation. I could see one participant here on my screen. I would encourage everyone to either scan the QR code or just go ahead so that the entire session would be completely hands-on. Lovely. Miss Hema, Miss Falguni, Mr. Bharat, there's an iPhone. I would recommend if the person could change it to their name, so I would be able to address that person. Lovely. Four people are there. Okay. If there's any issue with respect to the joining, I would also put up these QR code again on the screen. Next, let me just quickly introduce myself. My name is Aishwarya Bharat. I have been contributing into the education institutes and the tech giants since 2016. So quite a long journey where I am contributing to different subjects like computer science, design technology, and at the management level, I am teaching, I am being training a lot of teachers, parents, students, support staffs, and even the people who are very new to technologies. Apart from my educational journey, I have also worked with a lot of MNCs to bring down them to my students so that we could have skill-based learning in all the curriculum that I have been taking from the last 8 to 9 years of IBDP, MYPs, IGCSEs, AA level, etc. So I hope you will learn something and definitely you would implement that in your teaching and learning journey. In today's class, we are going to learn how we use Google Gemini. As we already know, we have been putting up our photos, getting those innovative images on Google Gemini. But as for teaching and learning journey, how I'm going to implement the very same that would really help my kids to not only learn it through the PPT based format or the format which were very generic or traditional, but we would be making them understand how AI could best help them learn all of these stuffs. If you are there with me, I would encourage you put a quick thumbs up for me to give that encouragement move towards this slide. Lovely. I could see one thumbs up. Can I see more thumbs up on my screen? Yes. If you are still unable to join it, the code is there on the top of my presentation. Go ahead on menti.com and just put up the code. You will be there in the slide because coming we have live demo of Google Gemini. I really encourage all the teachers to actually do it at your end so you will understand what best Google Gemini can offer you. Yes, moving ahead, thank you very much, all the teachers who are there who are encouraging me with a thumbs up. But these are some of the questions that are arising in every teacher's mind, that how we will design an AI proof assignment, how to write a book, how to write lesson plans, how to write creating short educational movies, how to have the best way to guide students on the ethical use of AI, every curriculum is coming up with which AI tool are most effective for creating educational questions, and the resources. Resources are something that we have been challenged every day. But this tool that we are going to study today answer all our questions. It provides you answers, it empowers you, it trains you as an educator, and it also integrates AI in your teaching and learning process seamlessly. You just have to share it with your students and they will be able to learn in a very interactive way. So before I move on to, I want you all to answer this with your name. Like, for example, an affirmation would be articulate Aishwarya. So I want you to put up your name and a letter starting with your name and an affirmation starting with your name. So just like me, I would say I am articulate Aishwarya. So when I put up my things into something, I make sure that there's proficiency, there's a flow. So everyone, the 5 participants who are there on my presentation, I would encourage use one word that starts with an affirmation and your name. On the presentation, you would be able to answer it. Please quickly go on the presentation and one affirmation word, one word that starts with your initial and your name. Miss Hema, Mr. Bharat, Miss Falguni, I would encourage if you're there on my presentation, quickly go ahead and put up your name. Yes, very good, very good. I could see people putting up positive Pravina. Bravo, Bharat. Amazing, amazing. Can we have 3 more to put up quickly? Miss Hema, I hope you are able to give your answers on the slide. Miss Falguni, I would encourage you also to put up your affirmative using one initial of your like F of one word and then your name. Troubleshooter, troubleshooter, and then so we have Miss Pravina, we have Mr. Bharat, Mr. Nikhil. Very good. Lovely, lovely. We'll go ahead with the further slides. Thank you very much, teachers who have answered your. Now, I would recommend going on Google Gemini and actually doing this. It's very simple. You just have to go on gemini.google.com. For me, it's already logged in. You would be able to see my screen. Just have to go on gemini.google.com. Log in if it tells you to log in, or if it's already your Gmail account is login, it'll open and it'll tell you, hello Aishwarya. Give me a quick thumbs up if you have joined in or if you are there on this Gemini page. We are going to start with our presentation, hands-on demonstration. So I would encourage if you're there on the slide and you have logged in on Gemini. I could see 2 thumbs up in my presentation. If you are unable to join the presentation, you can even give your thumbs up in the Zoom call so that both of us, I and Miss Pravina, would understand that you are on the screen. Yes, it's the art of prompt that we need to understand. These are how it goes about. First is persona. First, you mention who you are. You mention that you are a fifth grader science teacher, whether you are a high school physics instructor, whether you are an educational content creator. Then you mention who are your audience. Like if you are a fifth grader science teacher, you mention that you are creating these for diverse learner, whether you are creating these for HOTS, the highly motivated students, whether it's a mix of IEPs, individual education planners, everything you mention about yourself, you mention about your audience. PAR is about rules, whether the session is going to be online or offline, whether it is going to be 45 minutes or it is just going to be 30 minutes. it is a pre-recorded one, or you are going to share it as a flipped classroom, you mention everything about the activity. And once you move ahead, you go ahead with telling them what you want to make, whether you want to make a lesson plan, you want to make a quiz, you want to make a game, you want to make a rubrics, you want to make anything of your choice. And last is you give your style, whether you want it in a story base, you want it in a base where it's a friendly language, where you are giving them some interaction. So I would quickly copy this prompt for you. I would also encourage that this prompt you'll use in Gemini. If you paste this prompt here, there are different tools. If you see on my screen, create images, something that's going around on Instagram, Canvas. If you select Canvas and if you put up your you'll be able, it would just take a second to give you an entire lesson plan with all the interactivity that you need to have to teach students the water cycle. See, the images are also being created. It is licensed by Google. So if you are using it, you do not have to worry about the copyright issue in your presentation. Everything would be cited. MLA 8 citation by Google would be given to you. An interactive activity would be given, a wrap up and review is given, exit ticket where you're going to take quizzes, and it is also showing you some differences for diverse learners. So Google Gemini does the very same thing that you can do on ChatGPT. What is something that is innovative, what is something that really stands out, is once you give it that you want a interactive simulation for the same, then it makes something on your own. I'll show you one that I have already created. So it gives you a quick, this is now when the coding is been happening. So if I go back here, and share this on my screen, I can quickly share this with my students. This is something that the Google Gemini has created for me. So I'm sharing this link here. And if I open this on my, so it gives you the interactivity where you can adjust the sun strength and you can show it how the precipitation, evaporation, condensation, all these topic could happen in an interactive manner. It can also give you some music along, so that's a type that a caption kind of thing is happening. At the very same time, it can speak out what all is precipitation, what all is collection. I hope you were able to hear the presentation, the music that was going around. Yes? Were you able to hear what was going around? When I clicked on any of the work, when I clicked on presentation, precipitation, when I clicked on condensation, were you able to hear it? Yes. At the very same time, you also would get captions here on the interactivity. And once the student is done, he can even ask some questions here on Gemini, or he can go ahead and give his quizzes with the appropriate results on the screen. So Google Gemini has a lot of things to give you, and I cannot brief you that in a very short time that we have here. But I would definitely encourage you to explore the other features of Google Gemini. As you move ahead to the next slide, we would quickly take you to how you can also earn your Gemini Certified Educator certification. It's very quick, it's very easy. If you are there on my presentation, you would find two links. If you click on those links, I would encourage all the teachers who are here in my session, please click on the link and bookmark this link. I would definitely be sharing this presentation onto the YouTube recordings. But if you do it now itself, you would have it quickly in the weekend, you would complete this trainings to be perfect for your certification. I would put up this links also in the chat box, so that these are the initial trainings definitely you need to do to make sure that you kickstart your journey with Google Gemini trainings. These are the two trainings you need to do. If you go ahead after this training, once it is done, we can go ahead and apply them in the classroom, because unless you apply them just the way I have now told you about paths, you won't be able to understand it. So this guide teaching responsible use of AI would definitely help you, not only you as a teacher, but help you facilitate the very same in your classroom. This is one of the guide that I loved, and I have used this so many times in my classroom to make sure that I teach students how to best use AI or the generative AI tool, just like Google Gemini. Once that you are done and prep, move towards having your certification done. This is the link educertification.google, where you have to go ahead, register, and get your certification done. It is as quick as that. It is available. It might not be available after certain time, so it's better to do it as quick as possible. Two exams that you would be doing, then you would be applying. The guide has been given to you in the chat box, and move ahead to doing this certification. Again, I would give this in the chat box to you. Shaheen, yes, sir. If you have already done your Google Certificate Educator Level 2, amazing. We have been working with a lot of Google leaders. So definitely doing this certification would add up to your knowledge of Google Gemini, and I hope you will be able to facilitate the very same in your classroom. So definitely a must do certification for even when you are a level 2 educator, and I congratulate you. Okay, so I am on the last slides, and this link on FAQs would really help you if I was unable to answer some of my question here in this half an hour session. These FAQs would really help you to understand how to go about towards all the trainings and moving ahead towards your certification in a very successful manner. So again, this is a guide that would help you do the best that you could do today. On the Google, on the Mentimeter, you can go ahead, put up your questions, or you can maybe put up some reviews that you want to hand over to me. All the links that I have shared here is there in the presentation as well. You can bookmark them just the way Mr. Bharat have done at your end. All this is really going to help you just to enhance your teaching learning journey. Is required to upgrade Google Gemini or not necessary? Google Gemini keeps on upgrading, so you do not have to do it separately. Just have to keep sure you are getting upgraded with Google Gemini itself. And once you go ahead and get this certification done, teachers, those who have joined, or if you are going to propagate that to your colleagues in your center, I would definitely recommend you all going ahead, and thank you very much, going ahead and tagging both school reformers and me. You can scan this QR code and you can connect with us both on school reformers. Miss Pravina, who is the one who handles this, gave me an opportunity, and if you scan me, you'll get my LinkedIn profile. Connect with me. If you have any questions with us, you can definitely put up and let us know what best we can serve with you. Yes, Miss Pravina, handing over to you. If there's anything I need to continue, please let me know.
Thank you, Miss Aishwarya. Very crisp and like very short, but very informative and very effective one. I would like to request the participants like to post the questions or ask, unmute themselves one by one and ask. Or if you want me to call out your names, like I can, ask and then unmute. I think Mr. Faizan Ali is already like his mic is on. If he has any questions, Mr. Faizan.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, any questions, sir? Like you can start asking Miss
No,
Aishwarya.
actually, ma'am, this session what I attend is like it's very informative. So right now, so I don't have any question because at presently I am in my school
Okay,
and I'm working as an HOD in Kingdom of Bahrain. The school name is that is Bahrain International School.
great. No issue, sir. So,
Thank you very much, Faizan. So, Faizan, that you have encouraged me with your words. I know him quite a few time that he has helped me with a lot of things. So, thank you very much, sir, for attending this session. It really motivated me that you are here
It's
with
my
me.
pleasure, ma'am. Thanks a lot. Thank you so much.
thank you. If you can mute yourself, sir, Mr. Faizan. Yes. How about Mr. Asif? Any questions from Mr. Asif?
Not at this point, thank you.
Okay. Anyone like who has any questions? Like they can unmute themselves and ask the questions, please.
Hello.
Yes, sir.
Hi, how are you? Thank you for the informative section. I'd like to ask about the use of Gemini. Is it limited like GPT, like it's gonna just help you with a few tasks and then ask you to pay, or what?
Miss Aishwarya, can you hear him?
Yes.
Right.
Yes, Mr. Besson. An amazing question about Google Gemini. Google Gemini is again not limited. It's completely free resource that you would use. But if you go ahead and if you want to explore something like Google AI Pro for educators, yes, it kind of a pay version which would open the proximities of a lot of resources by Google. But for now, whatever I would be showing you, or the things that I have been using quite a far year from Google Gemini when it came into existence, I have only used the free part of it.
That's awesome. Thank you.
Welcome, sir.
Great. How about Mr. Bharat? Any questions, sir? Mr. Bharat? No.
I have a question, if it's okay.
Yes, please.
Sure.
If we have the school has Google for Education, the Google Enterprise, does it give us any other additional benefits?
Definitely, if you are someone who has already been using Google for Education, the paid part of it's like the Google Workspace, you can definitely go ahead, contact the people, and could use the very same that I mentioned to Mr. Besson about the Google Pro AI for educators, or basically for an entire institution.
Thank you.
Welcome, sir.
Moving on to the next question, please. Anyone has any questions? Mr. Shinde, Miss Falguni, Jagriti.
No, thank you,
Any-
ma'am.
Yes,
No, thank you.
Mr. Nikhil, Meghbal. Any questions, sir?
No, ma'am, thank you.
Okay. So, Miss Aishwarya, I have a couple of questions, like consider these as a layman's questions.
Definitely. Please, Miss Pravina, go ahead.
Yes.
For teachers, nothing is layman. Everything we have to answer.
Right. So, what are some potential challenges or limitations of using Gemini in education, and how can we address them?
Definitely. Looking at the generative AI thing, it's keep on upgrading every time. There's a forum that we have to put up our queries. One of the challenges that I have been facing and I am upgrading myself with every time that I put up is the perfect prompts. Our prompts can be very limited, can be misleading, but learning them on a journey where you give the suitable prompts to Gemini AI, it can create wonders. Then, as I have already shown about the canvas and I have already talked about the nano banana, I would definitely recommend everyone we put up the stuffs online, but it's not going to harm, it's not going to get misused because we have a lot of security being done on generative AI platforms like ChatGPT, Google Gemini, or the other OpenAI or Microsoft products. But we have to be very sure that we do not put our personal details about our students personalized to make sure that it is helping us and not being used in another way.
Yes, ma'am. Teaching the students using AI ethically, what strategies do you suggest? What strategies can teachers use to ensure students are using AI tools responsibly and ethically?
Certainly, this is a challenge every teacher might agree on, Ms. Pravina. But the best way that we could teach a student is not to tell them don't do it, don't use ChatGPT to do your assignments, or don't use AI to complete your coursework or your internal assessment. But here we have to help them or assist them. If you are using AI, how you can cite it in your document. AI is being used by everyone. As a teacher, as a person who is working professional, AI is being used by everyone. You need to know that how your students are going to include or cite them in their document so they can ethically put forth their project, their ideas in front of maybe the boards, or maybe when they are going to put up their ideas into some competitions. So using AI has to be there in your classroom. Ideas are been reframed in a good structure, but definitely teach your students how to cite them when they are using their ideas or they are refining their ideas on any of the generative AI platforms.
All right, ma'am. So children are unique. Each child is unique and they have different learning abilities. How can Gemini be used to support students with different learning needs or abilities?
Yes, the question was answered when I took up the point itself when I was teaching parts. You mentioned there that my classroom has diverse learners. My classroom have people with certain special needs, or my classroom has students with uh, higher abilities, they are gifted learners. You mention it. Once you mention that, Gemini would give you different suggestion how you can cater. Gemini would also suggest you one tool that I have been using quite from 2023, 24. I have been using this tool is Notebook LM. I am just giving my PDF. I'm just telling them that I have diverse learners. Suggest me how could I teach the topic in a very interactive way. It will give me a podcast. It can give me a AI video that could help me explain the concept to my diverse learners. So definitely Gemini Notebook LM goes a long way to cater the diverse learner needs.
Great, ma'am. So coming to the cybersecurity awareness, how can Gemini be used to promote cybersecurity awareness among students and educators?
Definitely. Something certainly, if I have to answer this, that something that's going around on Instagram or something that's going around on social media is creating all those photos and how it is going to harm the generation. I have been explaining my students that it is no harm, but if you think that your photo might get used up in some other way, please make sure that after every certain time, like the way you might be changing your password after quite a few intervals, or you are changing your credit cards or debit cards code, similarly AI has a setting of storing all your data. Make sure you keep refreshing, you keep deleting the previous images or the chats that have been given to them, so that the students or the person who is using that particular generative AI platform is clearing all the history, clearing all the images that have been shared with that particular generative AI. And small sessions, not only with the students, but last year we have made sure that we take these sessions with the parents as well, we take these sessions with the support staff as well, to make them aware about cyber security, how their peers, their child, their student must be using, and how we make sure that we help them, assist them if they face any issues related to it, how they can open up themselves if they come across any of the cyber bullying or any of these concepts in front of you. So first, the parents should be also aware that if the child is coming up with these things, what are the steps they could go ahead with, to make sure that their child or they themselves in this digital world are safe and could report at the correct place.
Yeah, ma'am. Miss Aishwarya, I think Mr. Bohr has a question. Can you say it on your screen, or
Definitely, definitely.
can you please?
Could you please, yeah, yes, miss. Could you please show us how students can cite AI appropriately? The method I know seems quite tedious and long for my student that is involved, including the prompt in the citation. Yes, I am working in IBDP, and in IBDP they have came up with MLA 8 citation for uh, citing my ChatGPT prompts itself. I have also taken one session with respect to that. I don't know if I have the very same thing with me, but um, there's one documentation that I remember having. Just a second. And it is not tedious, it is just the way that you must be citing documents in your documents or reference books. I would definitely put up that in the chat box. Not that I could find it now, but what the best we could do with respect to this is, maybe we can connect you, or if you give me your mail ID, I would definitely share one Mentimeter presentation with you, which would really help you as well as your children to know about the citation of the generative AI on their coursework or on their internal assessment documents of IBDP and IGCSE A and AS level. So, Mr. Bohr, if you put up your mail ID, or maybe you can connect with me on LinkedIn, I would definitely share those stuffs with you. Uh, those would be quite a few documents as well as of and the citations that we need to do for our documentation. Not that I could find it right now. So, but definitely I'll help you. I'll connect with you after this session.
That's fine. I'm sure Mr. Bohr will connect with you. So, any more questions? Because of the time constraint, I need to end this session. Before I end, I want to know about the future developments and potential of this. How do you see Gemini evolving in the future, and what implications might this have for education, Ms. Aishwarya? Yeah, Ms.
Moving ahead, if I say implication is not just a tool that only a teacher need to use. If I say ChatGPT had already come with study and learn feature, where now the ChatGPT would act as an educator and the child would be someone who would learn through generative AI as an educator. So even the students would have a benefit if they go ahead and if they learn from these generative AI, flipped classrooms would be something that would be prominent now when we are being teaching or training the teachers for flipped classroom. I think in few years, or if you see our current classrooms as well, students know better than us. When I go ahead with a problem, they already have an amazing coding solution for it. If I tell them to create a website, they would just create using AI. You do not have to tell them, they know things on their own. We just have to support them to make sure that whatever learning that is happening in the classroom is completely skilled based, is completely futuristic, with respect to any subject that they have been teaching. And definitely, teachers, those who have joined with me and Miss Pravina on the School Reformer platform, if you all need some ideas how we can integrate AI tools, AI simulations, and a lot of things into your subject matter, connect with me, connect with Miss Pravina, so that we could give you certain resources that would really help you enhance your teaching and learning journey, where students won't be just in a lecture format, but they would be actually the one who would be doing stuff, actually the one who would be in the forefront, would be the one who would be taking leads, as we are someone who are making leaders here. We are not making them as an employer. We want to make them an employee, an entrepreneur, as a person who is leading a startup, all of these stuffs. And AI is going to make those things happen in a very, very amazing way.
Great. I'm sure, Ditto, I think you have made a note of the email, Miss Aishwarya.
Definitely.
Yes. So, any more questions from the participants? Any question is welcome.
No, thank you. It was a really amazing opportunity to get the knowledge about this particular section, and definitely we will look forward to get more knowledge about this particular AI-based applications, which is very useful for the teachers to give the knowledge to the student also. So hope we can arrange more seminar workshop like this in future. So we can connect again. Thank you so much.
Welcome, Miss. Welcome, Miss Falguni. That really helped me motivate. And definitely, School Reformer have their websites. Miss Pravina would be the best one to guide you along with most of the session. And I would encourage, if you keep on joining, keep on getting onto such platform, because AI definitely is overloaded and we need to stay ahead in this.
Yeah,
Yes, over to you, Miss.
one more question I want to ask is, this platform is only for the teachers who are currently working in school, or the people who are doing freelancing work as a IT tutor or in CS. Right now, I'm not a school teacher, but yeah, I had experience of 5 years in school teacher international board, but I have 24 years experience in corporate level as well as in education sector in IT and CS. So right now I'm teaching so many students which IG board and ICSE board as well as AS level, where I need some knowledge about these particular things and generative to create more resources for the student, that I have to solve more questions for them, to explain them with the some videos and other resources. So is this platform is not on? I hope it is not only for the teachers of school only, right?
No, no, definitely, Miss Falguni. This platform can be used by anyone, anyone, even if you are a person not in tech, not a teacher also, but you can use this to understand concepts. You can use this for interactivity. You can use this platform for generating those popular Instagrammable images. You can use this platform to share your interactive screens, as the way I have shown you, to create images. Apart from Google Gemini, as I mentioned in my session about notebook LM, go ahead, explore that particular thing. Or maybe Miss Falguni, if you connect with me, I have made one session with the Google Educator group on YouTube. I would definitely love to share that with you, so that maybe you can explore that tool as well, and you can use this for a lifelong learning. Once you create a link, then you can go ahead and forward this to the number of batches that you come across. But I love what you do, and that you are really even when you are not into a school, you have been dissipating it in a very best way. So I really appreciate that, Miss Falguni.
Yeah, thank you so much. I will definitely connect with you because I need some more certification in particular Google also.
Mhm.
Thank you so much.
Definitely, definitely. I would love to help you in the best possible way.
Yeah, thank you.
Do
Thank you.
tag us teachers. Yes. Oh, I'm sorry, just one line. So I would really appreciate that you tag school reformer, Miss Pravina, who has been in and out for school reformers and my collaboration. My QR code is also there with you. You would find all our pages. I have created a post. Ma'am is also going to create a post. So do follow once you get your Google certified educator so that we know that we have been giving best to our teachers and then they are being propagating the same in their classroom as well.
Thank you, Miss Aishwarya. School Journal of Education and schoolreformer.com. Thank you for the talk and for patiently answering all the questions, ma'am. We also thank the participants for taking part in this event. We will end the session now. Any more questions before I end the session? I guess not. Thank you, Ms. Aishwarya. I'll end.